Welcome back to Coffee Break.
Welcome back.
Hi guys, it's been a weird week. Trying to adjust to everything, just in personal lives only.
Getting podcast ready, podcast efficient.
Yeah, trying to make one of these a week. I know we said every Sunday we would do something, and that fell through last Sunday, but that was also, it was pretty much my fault.
But you were working.
I know.
You had stuff to do.
God, that was a hard turnaround.
That's fine.
One other thing I learned through editing last week's podcast was at the end we were talking about Pokemon, and we completely mispronounced their two names.
Which ones?
So I have it up here. Zarude is the legendary Grass Dark Pokemon.
Zarude?
Yeah.
Zarude.
Who will be featured in the upcoming movie, Secrets of the Jungle. We talked about it last week.
What did we call it last time?
Darude?
Oh no, we're in Darude Sandstorm.
Yeah. We can't do anything. I wanted to do it. I really did. I wanted to start doing the stupid dance. God, it's going to be in my head forever. The other Pokemon we were comparing it to was the Gen 8 starter, which we called Gorilla Boom.
It's Rillaboom. I realized, like, 2 hours after we finished recording, I was sitting there, I was like, wait a minute.
And I wrote, we suck, LOL. So, I wanted to apologize for not only missing Sunday, I don't know if these are always going to be Sunday.
I should keep you on your toes, guys. You never know when you're going to get a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we want to keep doing this, and we're not trying to fail you or let you down or anything.
I'm just gonna say, so long until these podcasts can be like our only form of work for throughout the day, for like to pay taxes and rent and bills and stuff.
I like that taxes is first. I get paid a lot that I worry about taxes right away. Sorry, there was something on the desk.
But until podcast becomes our main form of income, don't expect them to be too regular, but we're going to try to be as regular as we can.
The word is primary.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
You heard me.
Don't worry. This is a hot mess.
Like us.
Yeah, and I guess that's fun. I see you guys are enjoying them. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep talking about the things we want to talk about. And I really don't want to strive away from what we have. I just want to really figure it all out.
Just want to have fun.
With that being said, this is going to be, there's a lull, cut this out. This is going to be probably the shortest one of the three so far.
There's not a lot happened this week.
No, nothing really happened.
Watch, you're going to say that and it's going to be the same exact length.
You know, if that's true, and if you watched at the end of the last one, I did leave in little pictures, like I said I would do.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it to the full extent I wanted to. Again, just running out of time in my personal life. Yeah, I'll write it down.
So what's on the news for today?
So we're all over the place. Nothing much happened this week, like we already stated. Right now, currently on Disney Plus is Marvel's What If. We stopped watching after. God, I was gonna say season 2. I hope there's no season 2. We watched
episode 2. They're so boring and way too fast paced. Like annoyingly fast paced. There's no lull in dialogue longer than 4 seconds. And I've seen clips of like later episodes and it's the same. It's just all the same and I don't like it. It's bad.
Something I was seeing was that they somehow took all these different stories, a lot of them we never saw, and then in the mid-series finale or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, halfway through the season, they put all those stories together and it created these new Avengers.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't.
Now, before that, we talked about WandaVision, right? And Loki.
Yep.
And now the third live action will be Hawkeye.
What about Falcon?
Oh.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. I I thought you were just cutting it out for brevity.
No, there were some good parts to that, but that's a totally different topic. All three of them were really decent compared to What If.
Oh, definitely. What If is such a disappointment.
And because it's a disappointment, I'm more excited to go back to live action,
Mm-hmm.
which now, we already knew Hawkeye was going to be a show, but we got our first teaser.
Yeah?
And the first teaser is really awesome.
It's a Christmas show.
It's a Christmas show.
It's a Christmas.
Oh.
It looks so cute. Honestly, it looks adorable. Like, I'm all for it. Of all of them, this one has been. This is like probably the one I'm most excited for past WandaVision.
It's Christmas time.
It's not Christmas time yet. We have to have Halloween first.
That looks very fun.
It does look fun.
And one thing I wanted to bring up is Jeremy Renner is back to play Hawkeye. Thank God. If they recasted him, it would have been weird for me.
Why would they recast him?
There was a whole thing with the Me Too movement.
With him?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything happening.
Well, nothing ended up being true, but it was scary there for a moment.
Okay.
Anyways, I like Jeremy Renner. They never did Hawkeye right from the get-go, which is Thor. What is that, 2009 Thor? Yeah, see, you're drawing a blank because you don't remember him in Thor.
I remember him first showing up in Avengers, but I also remember that he was, like, briefly in Thor.
So, Thor's trying to get Mjolnir back, which is his hammer, and then Agent Phil Coulson.
I know what Mjolnir is.
I'm telling the audience.
You should talk about these things as if everyone already knows what you're talking about.
Wow, the sass. Okay. Anyways, he called in Hawkeye, and he had to get up there in this rafter with his bow. The character was never done, I thought, any good until Endgame, when they made him Ronin, which is a cop-out, because he's no longer Hawkeye. He doesn't hold that moniker.
I think I actually really liked him in Age of Ultron.
When he has someone to work with.
Mm-hmm. Hawkeye's fun with people. You know, that's part of his charm that makes him more fun than Oliver Queen, as far as Arrow boys go.
That was something that I did think about. When you see that shot of him falling onto, like, those Christmas trees,
Mm-hmm.
right? And before that, he's using his bow to rappel down.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of Arrow from the CW.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that show. That is my favorite CW show.
Really?
Then it's Legends. Oh man, what are they called?
Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow. It's been a while. CW got bad again, and we had to leave. I was like, I can't deal with this drama.
Oh, man. After Sabrina...
Sabrina's a Netflix show. You keep thinking it's a CW.
It's not CW?
No. What's... Dale?
Dale? Archie?
Yeah, Archie's...
Who's Dale?
The town, it's... I can't remember because I don't watch it.
What?
Why am I talking about this?
Wait, what is that? What is that called? Yeah, the Archie equivalent of Sabrina. That one's a CW show.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
See, I got the Dale right.
It was Dale.
Okay, so we showed how moronic we can be. Anyways, it was reminiscence of some of my favorite episodes being the holiday episodes.
Yes.
I've always loved holiday episodes, which in modern cinema they're trying to get rid of. I don't know why.
I think just because you can stream it, it won't always be like thematically appropriate for the time of year. But I don't see why that should like hinder a show from still having holiday episodes.
Me neither. Oh well. It comes out just in time for Christmas on the 24th of November. I will be watching it.
I'm excited.
Next up is Hulu's original series, Only Murders in the Building.
Which is a weird title, but great cast, a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it.
I am sorry for coughing. No, it's really fun. We're only on episode 5. Each episode per
Is
week.
it 5 already?
Yeah, I think we have 3 more and then we wrap it up.
Oh no!
It's a series, a television show, available exclusively on Hulu, that stars
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. I spelled her name very wrong.
You did. You did. That says Sienna. That doesn't.
That's not even
that
correct.
says Senia.
Yeah.
If you ever wondered if we're dyslexic.
They live in a New York apartment. A murder happens, and they're trying to solve it, and they turn it into a podcast.
And it's much more comedic than the premise or name would imply.
It's also a lot darker.
When you have, like, Steve Martin and Martin Short, you should expect some comedy. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Really, really fun directing and cinematography, I would say. The scene where they were flirting through playing instruments to each other, that was a really cool scene. I enjoyed that.
There's a lot of good moments, and if you guys aren't watching it, you should check it out. It's fun. There's some gore to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know if there's too much swearing.
Nah, I would call it PG-13, Very, very down the middle. I think there's been a little bit of swearing. Like, I think Steve Martin said fuck at one point in time.
Why would you say that?
I remember it was weird seeing him say it.
It's just weird to see them still acting. I don't know, I thought their heyday was over, but this show is actually really fun.
You can't stop Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Apparently not. Anyways, it got renewed for a second season.
Yeah. Which I feel like on one hand kind of tells us that the mystery will not be solved.
Well, that, or they create an anthology series.
Yeah, it could
which we've seen way too much now.
I don't think so. I just think there's a lot happening currently, but there's always been anthology series. Like Goosebumps, that's an anthology series.
Pulp Fiction magazines back
Scary
in the day.
stories to tell in the dark. Anthology series just work real good for horror and mystery and thriller.
Okay. Well, what's next is Netflix is Lock and Key Season 2 gets a first look.
What does that mean?
I don't know why I wrote it like that. I didn't even write 2, I wrote season.
Season gets it's getting a second season, right?
It is. There is a teaser for it. I watched it. There's not much to talk about.
I imagine.
It just looks like they're still messing around with the keys, but now there was one thing at the end where you could see that they're molding
their own keys?
Their own key.
Ooh.
Well, they break it out of its mold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls it out, and it has like a skull demon face on it.
Nice.
Which I was like, wasn't that the Death Door key?
We're definitely going to have to rewatch the first season.
It's been 2 years.
It has been
The pandemic created that.
I honestly thought it was dead at this point. Have they filmed it? Did they film it before the pandemic, or is it a recent thing? Because that one kid, the youngest brother...
Oh, he looks old.
Yeah, I bet. Because he was like, what, 10? Or like 12?
If I'm correct, he's taller than the sister now.
Oh shit, he's fucking puberty
Yeah.
hit him like a train.
Yeah.
Which I knew was gonna happen.
We look forward to it. We'll have to come back and really reassess what's going on.
Happening in October. Is that what your note says? October 22nd?
October 22nd.
You know what I'm excited for? That
What?
happens before either of those shows?
What?
Great British Baking Show comes out next Friday. I can't wait.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand, we just finished Hell's Kitchen.
And MasterChef, season 12, Legends.
11.
God. Guys, I'm all over the place.
You need more coffee.
I don't think I do.
But no, I love Great British Baking Show. It's so chill. It's so calm. No frantic drama and shit talking and annoying sound effects. It's just nice baking and fun baking.
What's it? Guys Tournament of Champions. We saw that through Discovery Plus.
Oh, Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was fun. That was alright.
I made the switch in my mind. I should have thought about saying Guy Fieri. Because
should
we were
get-
talking about Gordon, and usually that comes up in conversation is which one's better. You guys can have your own opinions, but I think Gordon is a better showman, and Guy Fieri makes better food.
I'm gonna say Paul Hollywood is better than both of them.
Okay,
Yep.
I would love to see that guy barbecue.
Well, I don't know about his barbecue.
Also, why is his name Hollywood when he lives in Britain?
Who cares?
I just want to point that out. Just saying. Okay, back to spooky ghost stuff, because we're getting closer to Halloween. Disney has announced a remake for The Haunted Mansion. The original film came out in 2003, starring Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I liked that movie.
You like that one?
I did. It was fun.
I was young too, and I remember enjoying it. It's not that great.
It's not.
It's a Disney film.
It's it's a fine. If you're like a kid, it's like a good kid horror movie. If you want enough scares, like as a 7-year-old, you'd be like, ooh, spooked. But it's not like.
You found it actually spooky?
No, but I could see if I was younger, I would. I was like 12 when it came out.
Have you ever seen The Tower of Terror?
No.
Okay, that one's scary.
I bet.
I might have got that name wrong, but The Tower of Terror is in this movie, and that ride was based on it before they.
I liked the movie. That was fun. That was an underrated Eddie Murphy performance.
Yeah.
Because he did a great job.
Well, they're gonna remake it, and this time we're gonna have Owen Wilson.
Oh.
Tiffany Haddish, who's a comedian, if you don't remember.
I don't.
Okay, she's pretty funny. I can't remember anything off the top of my head, but I do enjoy her performances. And Rose, God, I always screw up this name. Rosario Dawson?
Rosario? Who's that?
She played Ahsoka in... Most recently,
Oh.
she plays Ahsoka
Yeah.
in The Mandalorian, and will play Ahsoka again for her own show.
Oh, alright. That sounds like a fine cast.
She was in Netflix's Defenders series. She's the one
I
that
didn't
connects
watch
them all.
that one.
Daredevil's the best one.
Yeah, that sounds like a fine cast. I can't help but be disappointed that it's not Eddie Murphy still, though.
Eddie's getting old, but he's still got it.
You know, still got it.
I
Like,
mean,
if Steve Martin and Martin Short still got it, then
Yeah.
you know Eddie still got it.
who knows? These comedians can always just pop right back.
Yeah.
One thing that I found interesting, because I had always wondered, when that movie came out, Pirates of the Caribbean was around. And we talked about this, I think, in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
About Pirates of the Caribbean with Jungle Cruise.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not... Jungle Cruise is not the first time Disney has tried to capitalize off of Pirates, the formula
Yeah,
that they use for that. They wanted the Haunted Mansion back in 2003 to fit that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's been almost a whole decade. They got Jungle Cruise to apparently work into this formula.
Really?
And now they're going to drag this one back into it.
We'll see.
So all those guys a decade ago who failed, right? Now they got all of these new kids, and they're going to try again. Here's the thing. Give up on that.
Yeah, just make your own
Do
new
something
creative concept. Yeah, rather than trudge up the
Well, no.
same things we've seen.
You can have a creative concept, but if you're going to be based on the legendary Haunted Mansion at Disneyland,
Yeah.
you've never been.
Nope.
I've been there so many times. I've been there during Christmas when Jack takes over. It's
Which
amazing.
Sounds fun.
It's a really cool place to see.
That sounds a lot of fun.
It allows your imagination to just go off, and you get to walk through it. There's a whole feel to the ride. Yeah, keep that IP around and just make something new. I don't know. Now we're gonna talk about how TMZ was sold to Fox by Warner Media. Warner Media is Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is just the name of their studios.
TMZ?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
They're still around is what really impresses me.
It is impressive that
Like-
they are around.
Who's gonna go to some schlocky TV channel to watch a bunch of people sitting around reading about the latest celebrity gossip? Like, Twitter exists. If you want celebrity gossip, just go on to, like, any internet, like, social media platform. I don't need a TV show to do that.
Here's a more interesting question. The way that show is formatted, it parallels to late night talk shows.
Which are also going the way of the dodo.
They went the way of the dodo. We're currently watching their death.
Yeah.
John Oliver eventually will be up next.
Well, his is a news show though. I'm thinking about like Jimmy Kimmel or whatever.
Yeah.
Like those ones where they just have a guest on and they just shoot the shit for a while. Like John Oliver's at least a news.
You think he's protected along with what was it, The Daily Show?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the political dome that they
Yeah.
tend to jump around in.
Mm-hmm. I think
Okay.
so. Because like,
I'll accept that idea.
because regular talk shows, I really don't care. Even like my celebrity crush, Robert Downey Jr. I don't care about
I
watching.
don't know why.
I don't care about watching him on any talk show or having an interview or anything. I don't care. And it's always just actors and other celebrities like that. I would love to hear the DP or the editor, the director, hear them on a talk show or an interview.
That would be more interesting. But not an everyday person really wants to hear that.
Exactly. It's the same middle school drama, popular kids, he said, she said bullshit. And honestly, TMZ deserves to get fucking axed.
Another thing I'm looking at towards Warner Brothers is they just lost their contract, but it wasn't really a contract. It was just this relationship with Christopher Nolan, famous director, everyone knows, Batman, right? I was just reading that because Warner Brothers forced the release of Tenet last year.
Yeah.
Because of that, they lost $50 million.
Oof. Ooh.
Christopher Nolan has just been fed up with them, and now he's left Warner Brothers, and he's going to go work for Universal.
Is Warner Brothers hemorrhaging right now?
That's what I'm thinking.
Because Warner Brothers AT&T sold Rooster Teeth.
Oh, yep. AT&T is part of Warner Media.
And they're like, everyone's just getting sold off. This is so weird. Because Warner, that used to be like the big one. And now...
It used to be Disney and Warner Brothers.
Oh no. What's gonna happen to Yakko, Wacko, and Dot? Where are they gonna live?
I'm sure Disney will cash out the money to buy the Looney Tunes.
Probably. They're not Looney Tunes. They're not Looney Tunes. They're Animaniacs.
They're part of the...
Doy.
Okay. Wow. Anyways.
Disrespectful.
You can see this reoccurring trend with Warner Brothers just not getting along with the people they work with.
Yeah, that's been that way for a long time with their movies.
Which sounds...
Like Fanforstic, the movie, Fantastic Four.
Josh Tank, yep, the director of that.
So many directors have come out.
He also spiraled out of control.
Well, even all of DC movies.
If you guys don't know that story, Josh Tank, who directed the Fantastic Four 2016?
Colloquially known as Fanforstic, because of the placement of the 4 in the title.
You can find what happened to it on YouTube. Many videos talk about it. Josh just freaked out. He just went psycho.
I bet. Because thinking about it, a lot of these movies from Warner Bros., but DC especially pops into my mind, that every single time it was supposed to be one way, but then corporate came in and changed things.
Did we just say Warner Brothers did Fantastic Four?
Did we?
Did we?
I think so.
No.
Is it not Warner?
That was Fox.
Well,
and they're gone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to correct that.
And now, but Warner Media is just doing the same issues that was plaguing Fox.
And their Fanforstic is the Justice League.
Oof.
The way they treated Zack Snyder. It's disgusting.
It's disrespectful because you're gonna hire this guy to make the movie, and yet you're gonna also overstep your boundaries. And even though he is being paid to be the director, you're gonna come in and tell him to change things. Like,
apparently, if you go to their YouTube channel and go through their trailers of upcoming movies, Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League trailer is missing.
ooh.
You can only get a special code, and then you can watch it.
Oh.
They took it away from the public.
Wow.
That's
that
how
is
petty.
Some petty bullshit.
Yep.
See, this is all the TMZ you need.
Yeah, right there. That's so disrespectful. And, good luck with the Batman. We'll talk about that on a different day.
I can't wait for Disney's Warner Brothers.
Oh, God. Update on the PS5 versions. We talked about this in the first episode. A smaller heat shrink.
Oh, yeah.
The screw missing.
The one little dude. Yeah. What's
all
the
that.
update?
So, there is no difference.
Oh, great. Good. I'm glad we worried about it for nothing.
Isn't that awesome?
It's almost like the people who built these machines knew that.
I don't know them. The only problem that we have with the PS5 currently is they're short in stock, along with the Xbox.
You can get a Switch.
Sure. Well, actually, the Switch is low in stock too now.
Really?
Yeah, because nobody could get the others, so they just started buying Switches.
Well, oh well.
But new Switches are coming, so don't worry.
They're upgraded version that looks almost exactly the same.
So, back to studio drama.
Mm-hmm.
God, I cannot get enough of this stuff. Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jeopardy
Have
is
you guys
owned.
heard about the problems with Jeopardy lately? Who'd have guessed?
The hosting issue. Jeopardy is owned by Sony, which I did not think.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, how?
I guess I thought PBS or ABC.
NBC? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, they cannot find a host, and they finally thought they found one. LeVar Burton
I love him.
from Reading Rainbow.
He's amazing. His daughter is also super cool. Mika Burton, she's cool.
Here's the thing. They asked him to do some episodes, and he said sure. And they were like, are you willing to stay? And he goes, no. Here's the reasoning. When it came time to decide, originally, they passed over him. They glazed right over
Oh, Sony, you
And-
dummies.
him. He wanted to do it, and I was reading this interview, and basically what he said is, I realized after they passed over me, I still have respect for the show, and I'll host a few episodes as a guest, but I'm going to go find another game show to be a part of.
Hell yeah.
And basically said he's bringing all his fans with him,
Yeah.
which I was laughing, because there's no way.
Honestly, the fact Jeopardy is still around is mind-boggling. Who's watching game shows anymore? Who watches those? Other than Family Feud, because Steve Harvey's hilarious.
You know, Steve Harvey should be in the next Deadpool, just because they're so good at breaking that fourth wall. You gotta admit.
It's true,
He's
yeah.
got that turn with that smirk on his face,
gets
like,
that-
are you fucking kidding me?
He'll just nail a camera
Yeah.
instantly.
And you're there with him going, how?
Oh, man. Fun. That's fun. All fun.
Sadder news, Drake Bell from Drake and Josh.
Oh, is this what's happened with Drake Bell recently?
So apparently he's underage fans,
Oh,
miscommunication. There's evidence. His punishment is a 2-year probation and some community service.
No. Damn. That sucks, bro.
So,
Don't do that, man. That's a
And-
bad thing to do.
well, his retort was, "It's up to you to decide," and I was like, "Okay."
That's not the answer to go with.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up for fans.
At
just
least
wondering.
Josh is still cool.
Josh Peck.
Yeah.
What has he done lately?
I think he makes podcasts.
Oh yeah, he is a podcaster. I do remember that now. Yeah. Weird and stupid news. Activision has decided that they're going to reduce the size of the breasts on their avatars for World of Warcraft. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're facing multiple sexual allegations
Yeah, I'm sure
in the
it's
state of California.
totally unrelated.
I just want to know,
That's gonna make
how
things
does
better.
changing that...
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I've played a little bit of World of Warcraft. The boob size was never an issue. Never once was I bothered with the size of the boobles. I think more is the clothing options. You want to play a female character? Have fun wearing only battle bikinis. That's your only option.
Dead or alive? There's better boob physics out there. Come on, guys.
Or, Activision, you could just, fire all the people who have been sexually harassing your employees.
Yeah.
Oh, but the boob thing, sure.
I just can't believe that this is somehow a part of their answer towards this. Like, it's unacceptable.
It's also like, it shows how small-minded they are. Like, they think, oh, yes, this will make all of the girls feel better.
Yeah.
Also, just implying that there's also deeper layers to this onion that I can go into, like implying that if you have big breasts, you're automatically objectified, and if you don't have big breasts, you're not sexy. But that is layers beyond what I want to talk about within this podcast.
Yeah.
Better people with smarter words could say it better.
I just wanted to bring it up because we had already talked about it, and as we keep going, I'll keep updating and how we feel about it, but I do not feel like this is acceptable in any count of measure.
Why not give us the option to customize our characters and choose how big or small we want our boobs to be?
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to ask you...
Me?
Because when I was writing about the PS5, and I was thinking about how crappy Xbox is, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And how, like, the Wii U was trash. I wanted to ask you on this podcast to express your actual feelings. What is your favorite console? Now, hold on. Before you answer that, it shouldn't be completely defined by the games, yet the games add to it.
It does.
I'm really just asking, I guess, the power of the console. But the nostalgia adds to the games.
Does the 3DS count as a console?
It's a console, but I would say it's a handheld. We can make two different levels here.
Because the 3DS was my favorite. Because I had...
Of all time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. I loved it. I had the most fun playing those games. I could play DS games too, which were also endlessly fun. It was so easy to just pick up and go with it. Because the thing is, I have a hard time, like, just sitting down in a chair and staring at a TV. Like, especially as I'm, like, I'd rather just... And I don't want to play for hours and hours and hours at a time, necessarily. Sometimes I do, and that's fun, but sometimes I just want to play for, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, an hour at most. And with a handheld game, it's so easy. And the 3DS just had so many features I enjoyed. It had so many fun games I enjoyed. Like, I miss Street Pass. When I pick up my Switch, I miss Street Pass. I like being able to see what games my friends are playing at the same time. And stuff like that. I just love the 3DS.
That's still in the Switch.
It is, but it's not the same.
And that's your great successor right there.
I don't have a Mii, though.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
When we play Mario Kart, the Miis show up.
I guess, but it's not the same.
Okay.
The 3DS was just a cut above the rest.
Okay. Mine is the PS3.
That is a very, very good option. That'd probably be my number 3 pick.
I was always jealous of the PlayStation 1 guys because I had an N64 and I didn't have those cool graphics. And the older kids were playing the PS1 and the Segas.
Yep.
Nintendo was more for kids, and that's what we got.
Well, that was the day.
And there's nothing wrong with the 64.
No, I love it.
That could be a totally different topic on top of itself.
I think the 64's biggest issue is the cartridges. Cause, like,
the lack of power.
I never really cared about graphics or power or anything like that. It was the fact that if anything got within those cartridges, cleaning it out was a pain in the ass. It was the worst thing in the world.
So the PS3 to me, I had graduated from high school, and I was given money for graduating.
Nice.
And I was like, I've never bought my own console.
It's a nice feeling when that happens, isn't it?
And I went to Target, and I bought my PS3, and I was like, oh, by the way, can I get the gold edition of Resident Evil 5? And they gave it to me. Never carded me. I was underage. It's rated M.
Ooh.
State of California. It's bad.
You bad boy.
Yeah. Someone didn't want to sell me a CD once because it had a parental advisory on it. And I had to have my estranged uncle tell them that he's a cop. It's okay. This kid can listen to this metal music. Anyways, the freedom that I had with the PS3, where I could watch Netflix because Netflix started streaming. Hulu came around, but it was garbage.
You could do YouTube on PS3.
Yep.
Yep.
Watch movies. DVDs and Blu-rays were still relevant at that time.
And some fantastic games.
DLC,
Yeah.
you know, you could just download it. Computers had always had that,
Yeah.
but consoles didn't.
It finally caught up at that point in time.
Online playing, I mean, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was the new generation.
I have more nostalgic games for the PlayStation 2. And honestly, the biggest reason I didn't put like PlayStation as my number one is the fact that, like I said with the 3DS, it can play 2DS games. It's backwards compatible. That's the biggest hang-up I have with PlayStation.
We just call them DS games.
What did I call it? Did I call it a 2DS? Oh no, I always do that in my head.
You could also play advanced games,
You
which
could.
you mentioned.
Yep.
Which was really useful in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed the PS4. I've killed 2 of them.
Man, that first one was just beat up though, and old, and dusty.
You know how many hours I put in that thing?
You had to unscrew it and clean it out.
Yeah,
Screw
on
it
a
back
monthly
together.
basis.
And I was like worried because
I
was
got
like,
way
it's
too
gonna,
familiar
It's
with
gonna not work one of these times.
I remember I would have to unscrew my Nintendo 64 controllers and learn how to put them back together.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, because I was screwing up the triggers and the toggles, and I had to readjust them.
You know what? That would actually probably help fixing the toggle. We just lived with a floppy toggle.
You can
meant
go in
you had
there
to
and
press
retighten
really
that.
hard, so then you walk away with a banged up thumb.
Oh man, I've had bloody fingers from playing Smash Bros. All day.
Well, you've heard the like stories about people getting sued and compensated for bloody palms playing Mario Party with the N64 controllers. Yeah, they're because some of the games needed
my
you to
God,
like
it's a
do the
suicide
twisty thing,
pack.
and you're just spinning, and then it just destroys your thumbs. And the
Nice.
parents were like suing and getting money because they were winning.
Okay. Well,
Listen. Nintendo 64 kids, we ride together, we
no,
die together.
no, it's not only that. Nintendo's had a really great idea, and then it just becomes hazardous.
Let's be honest. Nintendo's biggest issue has always been its controllers.
Yeah.
None of them are good. And I know everyone out there is thinking, oh, but the GameCube controller was good. No, it wasn't. It had 2 triggers. The Z was right next to R, and that was impossible to hit. And also, its X and Y buttons are called X and Y, are the same color, and are just weird-ass bean shapes off to the side. And I never remembered which one was which. It was not a good controller. It was just the best Nintendo has had.
I don't know. I like the Pro for the Switch, the Pro controller.
It's alright.
But it also feels like an Xbox 360 controller, which they've kept that model around, and the DualShock and current DualSense for the PS5.
Yeah, it just feels like a Nintendo-ized PlayStation controller, honestly.
Oh, my thoughts on the PS5. Obviously, I have one.
Yeah.
It's just an overpowered PS4.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's a big bitch.
It is. It's sexy.
It's huge. I think it's ugly.
Okay.
I think it's ugly.
Okay, I think it's cool.
You can't balance anything on it. It's shaped like a turtle. It's an ugly machine.
One would say that the world is carried on a turtle's back.
And one would say we're an orb in space.
The Earth is flat. Come on, guys. Get it straight.
Fly right off the side of it.
Yeah, if you go straight, you're gone. Anyways, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
They finally got a rating for it. It is rated R.
Woo! It's
For
gonna be more
strong violence and gore.
It's gonna be more mature than the next Venom movie. So strap in.
So, Venom, I screwed that up too. Venom does not come out October 8th.
Oh, it doesn't? When does it come out?
Comes out October 1st.
Oh,
I was 1 week off.
that's okay.
Pokemon and James Bond are still the 8th. I had to go back and look that up. I got a new image today of the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah.
And it's Chris, it's Jill, it's Wesker, and then some fourth unknown guy. I'm going to put a picture up here.
Yeah.
But they're in the forest, and this is them in the Arkley Mountains before they hit the Spencer estate, right?
Do you think it's just some disposable dude to die?
No.
Who do you think it is?
There's 2 other... Jesus, this gets so convoluted. There is an important character who gets them out of there. and it's the helicopter guy, Brad.
You think that's Brad?
Here's the thing, Brad shouldn't be on the ground because he ditches them in the helicopter. This is part of the story. And then at the end, after they're fighting this scary thing called a tyrant, he comes down and saves them. You don't see Brad again until 3, where he's like, "Hey, Jill, it's safe inside the police station."
Oh, yeah. That was dude.
Yeah, and then Nemesis pops a hole in his head.
Oh, Brad.
Spoilers, but the games have been out.
Yeah. It could be Barry.
He's not wearing red. So
Barry wears red.
Chris wears green.
Oh, I see already where we're going with this.
Jill wears blue. Wesker wears black, but he also has blue.
Yeah.
Because it's that midnight style that he has.
Yeah.
It comes to be more prevalent with his Resident Evil 5 incarnation. But the other guy, he's wearing like an orange vest. Now, Brad wears a yellow vest.
Brad wears yellow.
Yeah.
And Barry wears red. Have we seen anyone who could be Barry yet?
No. And this kid looks way too young to
Yeah,
be
he
Barry.
doesn't look like he could
Barry's
be Barry.
a father figure.
Isn't Barry like also like the biggest, tallest, burly, like very Barrett-esque almost?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe it was just the graphics from that original PlayStation 1 version.
Wesker's the biggest one, currently.
Currently. I mean, his actor's also definitely the biggest. I don't remember his name.
Tom Hopper.
He's cool. He's a good actor. I'm glad to see him do more.
Tom Hopper plays number 1.
In Umbrella Academy, which is getting its 3rd season soon.
Yep. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
God, I feel like that's a whole thing. Pokemon news.
Pokemon news!
So, if you guys want a shiny Zacian or Zamazenta, I know I said Zacian wrong. That's the way I want to say it.
How do you say it? Like, what's the real way?
I forgot.
I thought it was Zacian.
No. They like Milotic, right? They really emphasize that. They do the same thing.
Like Zacian? Or, I don't know. Fucking, these new Pokemon.
But yeah, I think Zacian or something like that.
I can't.
But it's still Zamazenta. If you want shiny ones, you need to pre-order the upcoming remakes, Brilliant and Diamond,
Nice.
in Korea.
Oh. Only Korea?
Only Korea. Japan doesn't even get this.
I'm sure it's gonna be a thing. Like, they'll be, like, sprinkled to the other countries somewhere, somehow, throughout the year or something.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's so, like, so specifically just Korea. I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe it's a apology.
Maybe to, like, get you to trade with Korea. Trade Pokemon into Korea.
I've done a few trades with them. Pokemon Go, nothing's really going on. It's just
Honestly,
still a thing.
I haven't even opened it, and like, I've gone a couple of days without opening it.
Yeah, I'm losing my interest. Kind of like Pokemon Unite, where I see they've brought in Blastoise, but I'm like, I stopped playing that a month ago.
Yeah. And I stopped playing Pokemon Unite a while ago.
Pretty soon it's going to be on the app, which might bring life back to it, but we'll see how long that sticks around.
I'm not going to. It has some really bad balancing issues. Like, it is not well balanced whatsoever.
All Battle Royale games are going to have that issue.
It's all, well, the thing is, with Battle Royale games, usually there's strategy. With Pokemon Unite, it's just be the bigger bully. There's no point in splitting off from your teammates. Because the only strategy that works is if you come as a squad, and all 4 of you, 4 or 5, however many is in the battle at that point in time, and you all just go and bully the other people's teammates. Like, there's no other strategy that ever works, and it sucks.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
I have no faith in that. I hope Pokemon Go eventually gets this shit together.
I get the feeling it's going to be very similar to Pokemon Mix Cafe. You remember that one?
I thought they were getting rid of that.
No, it's still around.
Oh, okay.
Got, like,
well,
updates and stuff.
Where's Pokemon Sleep? Please, if you're listening to this, join my cause.
Pokemon Sleep.
Free Pokemon Sleep.
Pokemon Sleep for me.
Okay. We all know why that didn't work. They slept in.
Boo!
Anyways, the coolest thing that I saw about Pokemon is that starting October 13th, you can go to the official Pokemon.com website and you can find how to enter in this contest where you can draw your own Pokemon cards, and the winners get their own Pokemon cards as official.
Really?
Their own illustrated Pokemon cards.
What? What?
I know, it's a dream come true.
Oh my god. I'm gonna definitely enter. I'm definitely gonna enter.
Are you really going to?
I'm gonna fucking enter.
I thought about doing it just for fun.
Is there like a specific Pokemon, do they have like a list of specific Pokemon I'm allowed to go with?
I didn't go all the way through because I wasn't too sure if you're going to be excited.
I'm all the way excited. This has been a thing. I remember being like a kid, and I would like on pieces of like printer paper,
Yep.
I would draw my own cards
nope.
and cut them out.
Take an energy card, face it down, trace this.
Yep.
Because energy cards are whatever.
You can draw all over your energy card. No one
You
cares.
got 40 of them. Who cares if you have one less?
Yeah. And I would just draw my own Pokemon. Wow. I'm all for this. I think they should do this every year, every month, all the time. This is an amazing idea. I'm all about it.
I used to make my own Pokemon cards. Mm-hmm. And the ones I really focused on trying to make was Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh was so... Okay, mine was Digimon.
Digimon, yeah.
But that's the thing, with Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon, those monsters are so complicated to draw right. Like, I'm gonna draw, like, Angelamon, and it's like, oh, he has, like, a million things.
They're very detailed. Mm-hmm. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh especially, I noticed, even growing up, just looking at the cards.
Yeah.
There's so much happening.
Which is part of the fun, because they're so intricate, they do feel like little pieces of artwork, and it kind of makes it feel a bit more, like, mature than Pokemon cards, which is usually pretty simple. Man, you know which ones I loved? The ones where they were, like, clay models?
Yes.
Man, there's someone on Twitter I saw, I don't remember who.
Yeah, where they make their own.
And they made their own version, and I was like, this is the best. If they don't win, there's something wrong with the world.
I bet they'll enter, too.
How many people are going to win this, potentially? Like, is it going to be one person wins them all, or, like, one person per Pokemon, or what? Pokemon.
You're asking me all the details I did not look at.
I guess we'll have updates for next week.
Yeah, I didn't think that this would be so exciting.
It starts October 13th, right?
Yeah, so there is still time.
Okay, yeah.
So we can do this next week and bring up and maybe brainstorm some ideas.
Ooh. I'm just excited. What brain blast moment did you just have?
Okay, remember when I was talking about someone spray painting a Voltorb into an Ultra Ball?
Yeah.
But have a Smeargle.
That's such a good idea!
I'm blowing it up.
I love the ones where, like, you get two...
You guys can steal that, that's fine.
I love the ones where it's like that would be two different cards. It'd be a Smeargle card where he's painting and you see the Voltorb kind of, like, in it, and then a Voltorb card where you see the Smeargle kind of in it. And I love those. I love that. Every time I see a video on YouTube that's like, Pokemon cards with hidden stories, I'm like, I will... even though I probably know all of them already, I will definitely watch this video.
They put a lot of effort into them.
I love it. They have a lot of artists. There's, like, a couple that I recognize. They have, like, really soft painterly styles, and they do really cute Pokemon really well. I don't remember her name, though. This is the best news I've heard all day.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, there we go. That's the end of the podcast. Look at that. Yeah. We actually made it shorter.
Under an hour, just like we said.
I did it. Thank you. Next week will be more fulfilled. Hopefully more stuff happens. I will start filling in more stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm still recovering.
Weird sleep schedules and whatnot.
Oh, man.
Your shoes ate up your ankles.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. I don't want to talk about that.
Let's just talk about Pokemon for forever.
Pokemon. Thank you guys for listening. Sorry about last week, and sorry whenever this drops. It should be. Well, I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say. I have no idea.
But I hope you guys had fun with it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.